The rest of the room joined in the chatter, but I sat back in my chair, silent. I was curious. Could there be a different story behind the founding of Featherstone Creek? My parents had told me the same story of the town's founding for as long as I could remember, that it was founded by freed slaves, some of them my ancestors. That my family was part of the town's long lineage of settlers and business owners. My mother is a third-generation doctor running a practice in Featherstone Creek, and my father founded his law firm here because he, too, wanted to be part of the tradition of Black entrepreneurs in this town. Ms. West jumped in to keep the peace. Everyone, your job as reporters is to go find out if there is a story. Quincy obviously has a lead on something, and he's chasing it. Maybe you all should do the same. I nodded and digested Ms. West's words. Maybe there was something to the rumor. And maybe I could crack the real story before Quincy did. At the least, maybe I could distract myself from my own drama by researching the drama behind the town's founding. And maybe other kids of Featherstone Creek would do the same. I could use the break, honestly. We were a few weeks out from the annual spring camping trip to Lake Lanier, and there was no way I could see myself getting on a bus to go into the woods with people who truly thought I was the meanest of the mean girls. Blake Williams, a new friend who had transferred to Featherstone Creek this fall, was more hopeful. She had visions of us bunking together in the woods and roasting marshmallows by the fire. Seriously, no one's gonna remember this on the camping trip, she said on the phone. I'd called her for some math homework help when I got home from school that afternoon, and our conversation quickly turned to the upcoming trip. I cannot get on that bus, I repeated. Blake had transferred here from Boston and had only lived in Featherstone Creek a few months. She didn't understand the deep roots I had here. No fewer than 6 generations of my family had lived here, built businesses here, delivered babies here, and supported this community. Which makes my saying in my secret blog a bunch of real but not so nice things about everyone in town, including the old man who runs the general store that's been here for over 100 years, even more shocking. Listen, people make mistakes, Blake said. You're 11. Yeah, you said some nasty things in that blog, but you wrote an apology in the newspaper to make up for it. People can't hate you forever. They can try, I said. I think you should go on the trip and do your best to win everybody back, Blake said. Just be extra nice to everyone. Go up to people one-on-one and explain yourself. Show them you really, truly mean your apology. If people can't accept it, then move on. Really, truly sounded exactly like what Victoria had said I should do to get this spell lifted the last time I'd seen her. She said if I apologized to everyone I'd hurt with my blog and they forgave me, she'd finally remove the spell that was turning my life into a dumpster fire. I tried to imagine myself smiling at people as they threw daggers at my picture on a dartboard in the campground's lodge. I imagined myself staying strong as people laughed in my face when I told them I was sorry. I tried to block out the worst of all possibilities, including people using balled-up copies of my heartfelt column as kindling for a bonfire. I still didn't see my attendance at the school trip going well. Blake, really, how can anyone forget what I did? I said. I certainly couldn't. I was pretty sure this would haunt me for the rest of my life. Seriously, people forget things. I'm sure by the time we get back from the trip, nobody will even remember or care. They'll be talking about something else. I jumped up, quickly pacing around my room. Then I have an idea. Why don't you do something to distract people from what I did? Like, start a food fight in the cafeteria so everyone can be talking about something other than this stupid blog? Blake laughed. No thanks, June. But you wait. This trip is probably the best thing for you. I gotta run. My mom's calling. Think about it